Well, happy Fired Up Friday, everybody. How y'all doing? Are you having as beautiful of a day as it is here? Anyways, I was tagged by Jay over at Jay Byrds Shanagans, and my brother Jay over there, he wanted to see my fire kit. He showed his. I'll link the video to his if you go check his out. But as I was reading through the comments, I know Matt Holbrook and I'm sure a lot of others were saying they don't really have just a fire kit. And I gotta say, that's kind of the same way with me. It's pretty, I don't know, crazy. The best and easiest fire kit there is, right here on my neck. This neck lighter. Yeah. Happy Fired Up Friday, everybody. This was gifted to me. The Kydex sheath for the lighter was made by Jeremiah, country prepper. He's passed on. He had a channel. His channel's probably still up. I know AOK Foraging Adventures have had memorial campouts celebrating him and his birthday. But anyway, that's a really nice fire kit that's easy and convenient. Fits right on your neck, right? Let me see what else I got. I got a menagerie of things. My very first fire kit, and the thing that I have in the house, for the most part, that I grab and use, is in this it's a small plastic ammo can. I think I got it at Harbor Freight. I've had it for years. And what I have in it, when I come out and make fires out here, some fat wood shavings, some of Dominic Minichetti's little pads with 100-year-old beeswax. Those work great. Just odds and ends, matches, fire sticks, fire cubes, cotton, just random fire stuff, and a piece of leather. I learned this from Matt Pearson, Blazes and Blades. He always used a big scrap of leather, and it was so cool to watch him start his fire on that. Matter of fact, I might keep that out here and start mine on it. Fire starter cubes, just all kinds of just stuff that I just have in the house. And then, I don't think I have it out here, but I have it's like an antenna that I broke off of something, or else it was one of them extendable back scratchers or butterfly nets or something. Anyway, it's the tube off of that does collapse in that. But I always leave it just laying right inside the door to use if I want to, get my fire going better. And I also as you can see, sitting over there, I've had to take my chimney lid down, so it's all good. It lasted for, I don't know, 4 years or something. I think I only paid $20 for it at Walmart on a clearance. But one of the things that I keep in there too that makes it really easy to start a fire, and I know most people use the whole thing, it's a starter log. You just light it and stick it in there. Now let me tell you, it only takes a very, very little bit. And that thing it'll start blazing and catch right off. So I just leave that block lay right in there for when I want a quick, easy, start it up. So that is my part of my household, I guess you would call it, fire kits. Of course, I have my ferro rods in that. This was the very first ferro rod I was ever gifted. That was by Rick over at Tack Hill, and he made that for me, handmade the handle, and he's got a turquoise in it. And I love this fire rod. I made the sheath for it with the turquoise colored leather, and I just put a little Velcro closure there. But that was one of my fired up things that I use mainly at home, that usually stays at home, along with, and they have Nathan. These all have Nathan 4071 fire steels in them, ferro rods. Nathan turned this handle, and it was gifted to me. He did a giveaway, and Rick, again at Tack Hill, won it, and he paid it forward to me. Now, I was making me a whole set. I had me an idea. I was going to make me a whole set of ferro rods and strikers, but I only made the striker so far. And this is made just out of an old handle off of something, and I put the striker part in it, and it works really well. Look at that. Man, yeah. So those are my main go-tos just in general. Let me show you something else here. Oh, well, I'll show you that in a bit. But how I store, this is flint. This is different flint and chert that I've received from people. And I keep it stored in these little tackle boxes. They're like $3 or $4 from Walmart. And they're real nice because they keep it handy. That's my chert and my flint. And this one, I have more sets. This is matches from a hand-carved little case that James over at Old School with a Modern Twist gave me. I got this from him at a meetup, and a knife that matches it. And this thing will light a ferro rod as well. So, and that's in there. I've got my little Dominic Minichetti canvas roll. This I can throw in any pouch at any time if I want to. But it's got the little Nathan 4071 striker and ferro rod. It has the little tiny, look at this, check this little kit out. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get up here where you can see how tiny. I've shown it before. This is from the Palmetto Woodsman, Shane, the Palmetto Woodsman. He's on Etsy. And look how tiny this little kit is. It's a fire steel. Right there. See how tiny that is? A small piece of chert for flint. And he's got some fat wood and some jute twine in there, along with a little bit of fatwood dust, and that fits nicely in, excuse me, this little case, wax case that Dominic made, along with, yeah, one of the waxed little cotton pads with the 100-year-old beeswax. So that, this one, if whatever I'm doing, I can just throw this in a small little kit and it will go and do about anything. This has got a nice little leather catch with the deer antler little button right there. I've got a ferro rod and striker from plain old Chuck. This was probably my second set because I told him in a video, I told him I love these black handles. They're so cool, very classy looking. Over here I have Sean, Shovelhead 8, started his Fire Up Friday with one of these, just little fire steel and striker keyring things. This came from Chris Stone over at Chris's Variety Channel, and it works really well in a pinch. Put that on there. This I received at a meetup, and this was made by Ron, and I did this one in a Fired Up Friday, and I don't know if I can get it, I don't, because I can't keep my video very long, but this is made out of old Bic lighters wrapped with duct tape and jute twine. And it's kind of like a forever match. You can light it and then light your fire, and it does work. I've done that before. I've got a forever match that is made. This was by Tommy and during Patriot. out of a shell, a NATO shell. I forget the size, but yeah, I've done fired up Fridays. As a matter of fact, I did for Matt Pearson, Blazes and Blades video of him when he passed for the fire for him. And then this is just fat wood that's been gifted to me, mostly from, this is Chris's Variety Channel and Shalisa Shell, the fat wood queen. And I keep them in here. I just keep it all in here. And gotta get it in there right. I had that in there before. Kind of like a tent or sleeping bag. Nothing goes back the way. Anyway, that's that one. And see, they all stack nicely. They store real nice. And this one's kind of the same thing. Just ferro rods and handles that I've been gifted. Redneck Renegade gifted me these with the Nathan 4071 Quattro. Woo, look at that. And the dividers, it's just nice because, you know, they keep them nice and separate. And then my poker from Tommy, the Enduring Patriot, I just sliced out a little slot in there so it could store nicely right there. My other handles from Redneck Renegade, and I can't believe it. Another Quattro. Yep. Who did I get them from? Help me out here, guys. My memory's failing. I'm gonna start labeling these things. But anyway, so these stay in the house where I can use them anytime, and yeah, it's a great way to store them. Now, my very first fire kit, I guess you could say, outside of just the things that I had and thrown in things, was gifted to me by James at Old School with a Modern Twist. And he made this leather pouch. And this has been, oh man, he had went to his first meetup with Robert at Bluegrass Bushcraft. It was down at Turkey Foot, I do believe. And he brought back, he had learned flint and steel down there. And he brought back, this is how thoughtful the man is. He brought me back some flint and jute twine and that. And him and Brenda, his wife Brenda, came and we sat on the back porch as he taught me the flint and steel. And he made me, out of a file so that I could do it, he made me a little striker. So this would be my very first fire kit. The Altoids 10 makes the char cloth. And he gave me that too. And then flint, brought me back all kinds of chert and flint. And so I just keep that in here. So it's all together. There was more. There's some down in there too, but these are just pieces I keep in here. Okay. And then this 10 here with the Ranger band on it was, I got in a giveaway, I believe it was, or else maybe he just gave it to me. Ed over at Grizzly Taco. I don't think he does videos anymore either, him or Rick, either one, but they do show up on Instagram, which I gotta try to get back on. I don't know if this is gonna get edited because I did a spam timber and I'm having all kinds of trouble with the whole deal. So, but anyway, in this kit was magnesium particles, and then I just added some fat wood shavings. And this little tin, of course, you could make, if you needed to, char cloth, but I have the other one in there. So this I keep in here. Along with, how did I get that in there? I did it. There we go, there we go, there we go. I've got a wet fire in there. That was my addition to this. And then also, that's char cloth. A little magnifier for solar fire. A little fancy. It was a broken necklace is what it was. And I don't remember what this came from, but it was pretty cool. Made a nice little pouch. Put that down in there. Put a ring on there because I did have this on one of my other backpacks. But I can keep it over here hooked together with a carabiner. And that's a means for solar fire. And like I said, James over at Old School with the Modern Twist handmade this little fire kit. It was my very first one, and it's got a belt strap so I can put it on my belt loop, and off I go. Now, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this was pretty cool. This actually hangs on my wall in there. This came from Cabot Bluegill. It's a piece of Vermont fatwood and white pine. So, and I thought that was a really cool idea, drilling holes and put it on a leather cordage. James also made me, when he gave me that pouch, like I say, it's been several years, he gave me this tinder pouch, which you can, gather. I've got some black and white fire starters in there that came from Mark and Brenda Vlogs. They shared that they had bought from black and white fire starters. I've got some birch wood in there. Normally it's got jute twine in that. I don't guess I got anything in there. I think I used my jute twine in a fired up video. But that was my tinder pouch to go with my fire kit. Let's see. I do have, where's fatwood? How can you have a fire kit without fatwood, right? I do have, this was one of my first ones. This was before YouTube. I made this little leather case that, out of scrap leather. I think this was, I don't remember, an old purse or something I had. I don't do purses no more. But I put the little key ring thing on there so it could hook on the side of my backpack, and it carries a big lighter. So that was always cool, because see, it's freely in there. This here, little pouch, carries a, and all this stuff usually goes in, I didn't bring it out, but I have what Miss Sherry always called my Mary Poppins bag, because I carry everything in there. But this is a signal mirror to signal with, and it just fits right in this little leather pouch to keep it, from getting scratched or anything. And I carried that with this. These things, this just sits kind of by, like I say, with my stuff here. Mike's Wild World fire dust. Okay, and this stuff's pretty cool. Mike makes this. There's a video that shows how he does this, and it's really, really fine Maya dust, or Mike's Wild World fire dust. This is pretty cool. I changed the cap out and put a red one on for fire, but whoops, I got it upside down. Okay, so I put a black cap on it. Fatwood shavings. Okay, just fatwood shavings. And this here also from the Palmetto Woodsman is a mini solar kit. Okay, and in here is a little magnifying glass, jute twine, fatwood, and I believe let me see. Yeah, Vaseline cotton balls. That's what I put down in there. I just have a hard time. I use this stuff, but most of the time I try to keep how it comes because I love it. I never can get it back the way it is. So the magnifying glass I've used, but the other I keep it so it looks like the nice little kit that it is. And all these little tins are the same size, so they're real nice. Oh shoot. This I consider kind of like a little fire kit too. James made this for me. And I actually put the string on it. I put two little eyelet things in there, and then the string to go on my neck. And this is when he whitesmithed me this striker of like a little whale. And it's really cool. And the nice thing is I can take this along with a piece of flint and some char. But I can wear this like if I'm out and just hiking and I have this on my neck, I can pick up rocks and check them for spark. I think that's pretty cool. Oh my, I don't know how long this is. It might have to go up in 2 parts. This was probably one of my very first fire kits too. This was before YouTube and all this. But this is an old cassette tape carrier, and in it I have a little magnifying glass that I made a leather sheath for out of this was out of an old purse. I have a small tiny little ferro rod with a fat wood handle and a little clip. If I wanted to hook it with these over here, I could. Got a forever match that I made out of an old lamp thing. And this, Jay was talking about one of these the other day. He had one of these in his fire kit, and I did too. I had this because they're not really much for anything, but they do make nice strikers. And I mean, they're real handy little things. So I keep that in here. Along with, and I added this after YouTube, but just an old piece of file. I keep a piece of flint, some little, some char cloths, some other little cotton fire starters, fat wood, and yeah. So this is probably my oldest fire kit, if you will, right there. That was my very first one that I made. Oops. Now this one I actually carry in my Mary Poppins bag, as I was telling you about, and it has in it cotton, and I usually always have Vaseline in there for my lips and that. So this is always in my Mary Poppins bag. It's got a small mini Bic lighter. It does have a Nathan 4071 ferro rod and 2 little pieces of fat wood. And this does stay in my Mary Poppins bag along with all this stuff, as well as I found this at Walmart. I added the carabiner thing on it with the compass. But all this is supposed to be a straw. It's a straw with a little cleaner thing, but it makes a fantastic little pocket bellows that I can keep right on my Mary Poppins bag in the little case, just like that. You can see the carabiner. The compass fell off. The carabiner will clip right on my Mary Poppins bag along with it. Don't want to lose that. Let's see. This is one that I actually I carry this in my truck for when I'm out for camping or whatever. It has jute twine and dryer lint, some mystical fire to change your fire to campgrounds, piece of fat wood. Chris at Chris's Variety Channel gifted me this little pocket pal, and man, does that thing change your whole world. He told me it would. Vaseline again, a Bic lighter, a pocket bellow. These Grizzly cans, I don't chew, y'all, but I do get the cans when when I see them. Little cotton, I made these little cotton fire starter. I actually made them with my niece. I showed her how to do them, and we made some, and we put them in the cans. And then let's see, in here, more cotton, a pencil sharpener. This comes with the little pack pal thingy, and it's hard, there we go. So it's not too bad if you get it just right. Wet fire matches, just in a small Altoids can. I painted the top. A little container that has fat wood shavings. Of course, a piece of fat wood. And then that just stores right down in here. And all this stays, like I said, this is in one of the totes in my truck. So I guess you would call this my truck fire kit right there. I made that a couple years ago. I have this one. Here we go, check it out. Be happy, y'all, be happy. It's got the Palmetto Woodsman, small, and I did a fire with this not long ago. Little small striker, and again, it's got the flint in there, and he's got some fatwood shavings. And this little dude is fantastic. Now, if you like this, I'm going to tell you, be watching, because there might be one of these coming soon that you might have an opportunity to get. But it does great. So, oops, wrong side. So that's a nice little kit thing that's easy to put right in there. And I can, put this in my Mary Poppins bag as well. I'll tell you, Shane's got some awesome stuff over there, and I ain't plugging him because, he is a super nice guy, but he really does have some really cool stuff. Awesome quality, and you can tell he takes pride in his work by the way he packs everything, and just everything's like so nice. And this one I got, I believe last year it was. This was from Kenny over at Ugly Tent. And I keep it in this plastic bag because I don't want it getting all messed up. It has his grandmother, one of her buttons from her button collection. And let me get this open. This was cool. This one stays in a pack, but I haven't used it yet. I haven't been able to get out or get up much, But think that's going to change. That's going to change, y'all. Check it out. An orange ferro rod and striker. Yeah, buddy. You got to find the right size. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Kenny, I even had him sign it. He signed it for me at the spring meet. I took it. A nice little tin. Kenny's another one, man. All his stuff, quality, pride, top notch. That's all I can say, top notch. This is a piece of that, I can't think what it's called, but yeah, we have issues like this. Anyway, that's a fire starter, fat wood, cotton, and this is, I'm not really sure what this is. I think somebody else had some of this and didn't know really what it was either, but a white cube for fire starting, and I need to try that. My world's changing, y'all. I am going to be back out and up, and I can't wait. So yeah, that one is in one of my kits, and like I said, I keep it in that plastic bag because I do try to keep everything really nice. I treasure this stuff, I really do. It means so much to me, and it, you know, when you get out and you're using it, I can't describe what it does for your heart, or it does for my heart, and I know it does it for some of y'all's hearts because we've talked about it and you've said it. But anyway, so that I've got that. What's in here? Oh yeah, yeah. This was an old pouch I found in my mom's. It's leather and it's old. Chris's Variety Channel sent me a fire kit that came with jute twine, and I think I had to redo the jute twine. It's got a forever match, and I've used that, yep. A pocket bellows. Flint. A real nice striker, and I've used this in a few of my fires too, if you've watched. I'm telling you, it does. This stuff really, you know, it's like having, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it all means the world to me. But I keep that in here, again, to keep it in good condition, and I can throw that in a pack. Now, this is one of my bags that I carry. It's got all kinds of crap on it. And always keep handy, I always have these. There's a piece of cotton in here, but underneath the cotton is Benadryl. Because when you're out, you never know. And if you're like me, you know, I'm highly susceptible to, oh gosh, yeah, allergies and just anything, you know. But a whistle, a little snack case. That's a snack case for when I'm out. It's got like a beef jerky and that in it. A little survival cord. This is a water thing. And this is from Chris's Variety Channel too. He gave these out. It was a little cigarette case, but in it, I put a first aid kit, kind of a boo-boo type kit. And it's got ibuprofen and tweezers and safety pins, zip ties. Zip ties are really important. They can do about anything. They're kind of like duct tape. And then, of course, another lighter. And that's accessible without having to get in the bag. Usually in the bag, I don't have anything in there right now, but I have like a little cook kit to do coffee or something. But the main reason I wanted to show you this, but not because of this, I got Neosporin in here. I've got a little pen light, a raincoat, and then I've got a little set of wooden spoons. Like I said, it's just mainly for like coffee or oatmeal or something. I don't have any of that in here. But over here, I carry a little New Testament. I gotta get out the magnifying glasses to read them anymore, but yeah, a green one that is camo. But in here is what I wanted to show you really. This is a fire part of my kit. This was one of the very first ferro rod and strikers I made, and I hadn't even used it yet, but this has been, I made this a long time ago. The little wood burned handles, I don't know if you can see them or not, but I got the idea when after Rick sent me his. I made a small set to carry in this pack along with a cotton bandana, and this came from Nicole, Lake Erie Prepper. She's not on anymore either, but anyway, I carry that right down in here, so I guess you would say that's my my fire kit for that. And then of course I think I used this in my last Flint and Steel, very special little pouch and kit that was gifted to me, Flint and Steel kit. And this one really hasn't even left the house because I just use it here, and a lot of times I just sit and you know, you're stuck sitting around, you just sit and strike things. But it's a little striker with, you know, so, yeah. And of course, oh, this is my everyday one too. Smiley face, you see. But this one is made from, I've had this one for a long time. I made this one a long time, put that patch on there. This actually carried shotgun choke tubes. And in it is a light, a pocket bellows, wet fire, the rounds, jute twine. These Ron gave out. I haven't tried them yet. They're little fire starters. I haven't started any fires, y'all. I ain't started any fires. Oh, man. A little Nathan 4071 ferro rod. It's just on a string with a couple beads and a piece of yellow so I can see. But it sits right up in there. Yeah, matches. Whoops. A lighter. I glued this. No, I didn't. Well, I'm gonna glue it, okay? I'm gonna epoxy this onto this Altoids tin. And in there is a char cloth and flint and steel. But it says adventure. That's what it's about, y'all, adventure. So this little pack's pretty packed. But this one, it kind of stays right in the house, pretty much by the door as well. That and the ammo can are my my go-tos, I guess you could say. So let me get this, put it off here, and you pack all this away. Jay, I hope that helps you some, buddy. You wanted to know what I had in a fire kit. Well, all this stuff, multiple places, because different things, right? Different areas. Oh, let me fire something up here. I ain't got a knife. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chomp off a bit of this ooey goos. Oh, no, wait, now. Just wait. Oh, it fell. Well, you know it. Okay, let me see. Now I got. There we go. Let's try some of this bacon. Let's try some of this bacon. Can you believe I ain't got a knife? It's not very often I don't have a knife. But I don't have a knife. Where's, oh, right down there. Let's put some of this on there too. Let's fire it up with this one. Let's see if we can do it. What do you think? Let's fire it up Friday. And I'm going to start a fire in my pit. As you can see, well, you can't really see, but I'm working not only to get ready for the meat, but to get the dang jungle cleaned up here. And the wind's blowing. Quit blowing, quit blowing. Surface ain't very steady either. Hold on. I know I ain't in frame. I ain't in frame on my there we go. Nope. It blew it out. Crapola. The wind ain't been like this all day. Now it's going to do this. Here we go, it's sparking. There we go. All right, guys. Happy Fired Up Friday. There it is. This goes out to all you. Let me get her in the thing here. Woo. I appreciate y'all. We'll be flaming. Have a great weekend. Oh, and these little cans, I keep tinder in. I keep them in my truck. They're sitting around here. Yeah, fire starting wood. They're great little things. You can just watch here. Anyway, that's just an idea, guys. Keeps it dry. And I've got big ones too. This has dryer lint and twigs. All right, we're gone.